Most developers do not fail at AI because they never learned advanced Python. They fail because the small amount of Python connecting the model, the data, and the production system is fragile. A demo can call an API in 10 lines. A real AI backend must validate inputs, manage secrets, survive timeouts, process files, run tasks concurrently, and return predictable outputs. That difference is the entire story. Python is not the destination. It is the control layer around the model. The goal is not to memorize every feature of the language. It is to master the parts that keep an intelligent system from collapsing the moment real users, messy documents, and unreliable services enter the picture. Meet Maya, a back-end developer building an internal assistant that reads support documents and drafts answers for agents. Her first version looks perfect. Load a prompt, call a model, print the response. Then a PDF contains no text. An API request times out. Two users upload files at once. The model returns a field her code did not expect. A secret key appears in a debug log. None of these failures are really about artificial intelligence. They are software failures surrounding artificial intelligence. Maya does not need to become a Python language historian. She needs a working subset of Python that turns a clever model call into a dependable service. The obvious response is to start a massive Python course covering syntax, decorators, generators, metaclasses, and every corner of the standard library. That feels responsible, but it delays the skills the project needs. Modern AI work is integration heavy. You move structured data between APIs, files, queues, databases, tools, and models more often than you invent complex algorithms. Therefore, the learning path should follow the system. Learn each concept when it removes a real failure. The best curriculum is failure first. Isolate the environment, define the data, control concurrency, handle uncertainty, and organize the code so each layer can change safely. The key shift is to stop seeing Python as a bag of syntax and start seeing it as an operating layer. The model produces probabilities. Python turns those probabilities into contracts, decisions, and actions. It decides which documents enter the prompt, which tools can run, how long calls may take, what a valid response looks like, and what happens when something fails. This gives Maya a clearer architecture, configuration at the edge, typed data moving through the center, asynchronous clients talking to external services, validation before any action, and explicit errors instead of silent corruption. A model can be flexible. The surrounding Python should be boring, visible, and strict. Before improving the assistant, Maya isolates it. A virtual environment separates project dependencies from the rest of her machine, while a dependency file records versions needed to rebuild the service elsewhere. This sounds administrative until one library update changes. An API or a teammate cannot reproduce the setup. AI projects combine model SDKs, web frameworks, document parsers, database clients, and evaluation tools. Without isolation, every installation becomes a hidden experiment. The environment is part of the application. A reliable repository should state which Python version it expects, which packages it needs, and how configuration enters without being hard-coded. Now, Maya attacks the most dangerous ambiguity, unstructured data flowing through the system. Type hints document what each function expects, but Pydantic models enforce those expectations at runtime. A support request becomes a defined object with fields such as question, customer tier, document identifiers, and confidence requirements. The model response becomes another object with an answer, citations, uncertainty, and escalation status. When a field is missing or malformed, validation fails at the boundary instead of poisoning later steps. This is one of the most useful patterns in AI engineering. Convert fuzzy model output into strict application state. As early as possible, prompts may be natural language, but production interfaces should behave like contracts. With those contracts in place, the assistant becomes a system. A request enters an API endpoint. Configuration selects the model and limits. A document service extracts and cleans text. Retrieval finds relevant passages. A model client sends structured messages. A validator checks the response. An error layer decides whether to retry, degrade, or escalate. Logging records what happened without exposing secrets. Each stage accepts a clear input and returns a clear output. Maya can replace the parser without touching the route or change providers without rewriting retrieval. Clean structure makes experimentation cheap while keeping failures contained. The next bottleneck appears when Maya adds tool calls. One request may need a model response, a database lookup, and several document fetches. Most of that time is spent waiting on networks. Async Python lets the service use that waiting time to handle other work. It does not magically accelerate heavy computation. It improves throughput for input-output tasks. Maya can launch independent fetches together, apply timeouts, and collect results without blocking the server, but concurrency creates pressure. Too many simultaneous calls can trigger rate limits, exhaust connections, or multiply cost. Async works only with limits, cancellation, and back pressure. Once the assistant depends on remote models and tools, failure is no longer exceptional. It is part of the normal control flow. Requests time out. Providers return temporary errors. Responses arrive incomplete. Rate limits activate during traffic spikes. Maya therefore wraps every external call with explicit timeouts, bounded retries, and error categories. A retry may help a transient network failure, but it will not fix an invalid request. Exponential backoff prevents the service from attacking an already stressed provider. Idempotency prevents a repeated tool call from performing the same action twice. The memorable rule is this: never let a probabilistic model call sit inside an accidental reliability strategy. One shortcut can still expose everything: API keys, database credentials, model names, and deployment settings should enter through environment variables or a managed secret store, not source files. A settings object validates them at startup and stops the service when required values are missing. Maya also separates development defaults from production configuration. The boundary is clean, code defines behavior, configuration selects deployment choices, and secrets remain outside the repository and logs. By now, Maya has enough code for structure to matter. She separates API routes, schemas, services, clients, configuration, and tests. Routes translate HTTP into application calls. Schemas define contracts. Services contain business logic. Clients isolate external providers. This prevents the common AI prototype from becoming one giant file where prompts, credentials, parsing, retries, and database writes are tangled together. The payoff appears during change. When a new model SDK arrives, only the client layer should care. When output requirements change, schemas and tests reveal the blast radius. Good project structure does not remove complexity. It gives complexity an address. AI outputs vary, so developers sometimes conclude that testing is impossible. The opposite is true. The deterministic layers around the model should be tested aggressively. Maya tests document cleaning, request validation, prompt assembly, retry rules, permission checks, and response parsing without calling a live model every time. She uses fixtures or mock clients for predictable unit tests, then runs a smaller set of integration and evaluation tests against real providers. The model may be non-deterministic, but the system can enforce invariance. Required fields exist, unsafe actions are blocked, timeouts are respected, and uncertain answers escalate. Reliability comes from testing where flexibility meets consequence. Maya never mastered every corner of Python. She mastered what made her assistant survive reality: isolated environments, typed contracts, validated models, async input output, safe configuration, resilient clients, explicit errors, modular structure, and tests around the model. The valuable skill is not writing the cleverest function, it is building a dependable path from uncertain intelligence to controlled action. Models and frameworks will change, engineers endure by connecting them without making the system fragile.